a brief speech because I don't talk a lot. I like to listen. I prefer listening. And my speech tonight isn't all that much different than a few years ago. I stick to just a few topics that have always been of high interest to me. One is Dedham's infrastructure, the roads and the sewers and the schools. I have a real interest in planning for the longer term. I certainly want people to understand what transparency means in Dedham and what we've done to improve it, and also to improve our town finances. So those are the four areas where I spend a lot of time. So, and now after 3 years on the job, I'm pleased to report to you that I and many other energetic and creative people on the Board of Selectmen, in town government, and in civic groups have moved this agenda forward. Let me just list a few of the many accomplishments that I'm most proud of. Over the past 3 years, we've paved and repaired 30 miles of roads in Dedham. And over the next 3 years, you know we're going to do 30 more miles of roads. Long neglected, but thanks to the folks in engineering and DPW, tonight represented by Joe Flanagan himself, that's great work. Fixed a lot of expensive leaks in our sewers, you know, and in the course of that have saved tons of money. Just in January, we approved, voters supported, our recommendation to build a new Avery Elementary School, and groundbreaking is just months away. It'll be so cool to see that school take shape. The renovation of the high school athletic complex, which everybody knows was approved the same day, groundbreaking is just a few months away also. And there are people in this audience who played on that track and that field many years ago, right, Bob? Right? Yeah. Yeah? You have a good memory. You can remember that far back, can't you? Right? You probably played on that field in the 60s when it was first built. 50s. In the 50s. So the high school athletic complex, right? A new field, a new track, new bleachers, new press booth, all will be rebuilt, and that'll open, we hope, in the fall of 2012. But I wanted to use that as an example of what Fred was talking about. I understand the process. I understand how people in Dedham will support a project if you bring it to them in a very methodical way. So the idea for a new high school athletic complex came to me in 2005. And I asked the Finance Committee and the School Committee to support some money for a study. We conducted the study in 2006 and it made its recommendations. The land at the time was owned by the town. We made sure in one of the town meetings the ownership of the property was transferred from the town to the school department, and then it was folded in under the School Building Rehab Committee. So a project started in 2005, we built support, and it's going to open in 2012. And so I'm very comfortable taking a project that's going to require 6 or 7 years and bringing it from inception to conclusion. And that's the way a lot of the town projects need to run. And we've also launched a single stream recycling system. Everybody's been adjusting to that. It's been a big change in the last 3 months, but it's pretty significant. I mean, it's saving the town money, that's for sure. But most importantly, it's recycling more and more to save the planet. So previously, you know, the town was recycling about 12% of its waste, and now it's recycling over 30%. So it's nearly tripled in just 3 months. So a pretty significant change. I also spend a lot of time thinking about the way we do business and making responsible fiscal decisions. So we've improved Dedham's bond rating to AA+, which is one of the highest in the state. There's only one rating higher at AAA, so we're in pretty good shape. The other thing I've worked on, along with Sarah McDonald, who's here today, is all our objectives are on the website. So for those of you in business or in other types of organizations, it's very common for your leadership group to set objectives, you write them down, and you keep track of progress against them. And all those objectives are on our website. We use that. It helps us stay organized. It gives you, the voters, a chance to keep track of what we're doing. You can hold us accountable. It's all right there. We tell you why we're doing something. We tell you when we want to get it done. It's a great tool for the town administrator. Bill can take those objectives. I think we have 17 of them. It's growing. It's sort of a honey-do list, just a more advanced level. It doesn't really fit on the refrigerator. And And Bill Keegan uses it, and he distributes that amongst his department heads. So that's how the Board of Selectmen set priorities and how it all cascades down through town government.